Remember, you are creating your own state. Your border, which is the line around your state, can be any size and shape that you want. For example, I'm making mine as a J because that's the first letter of my first name, but it doesn't have to be a letter. It can be a random shape. It can be a symbol that you already know. Once you have your state border drawn, you need to pick which border is going to be a natural resource, like a mountain range or an ocean or a river. I'm going to make the top of my state a mountain range, and I'm going to name it Litoff Mountains. And I like this part to also be an ocean, and I'm going to call it the J Ocean. The rest can just be a man-made border. Remember that you need to have at least two of the regions, either two of a desert, valley, mountain, or coast. Now I have a mountain range right here, so I'm going to make this my mountain region. And because I already have a ocean right there, I'm going to make this my coastal region. Now you can have more than two, so I think right here I'm going to make a valley since it's at the bottom of the mountains, and here I'll make a desert. I also need to have a capital city for my state, and I also need to give my state a name, so I'm going to call my state Julieland. That's going to be my state name. And I'm also going to put a capital city with a star. That means where the government of that state is. Like California has a capital, Sacramento. The United States has a capital, Washington, D.C. My capital is going to be Julieville. Two L's. And then I want to have at least 2 or 3 cities, big cities in my state. So I'm going to put one here, and I'm going to call it Emmatown. And I think I'll put another one in the desert and call it Bretland. And I can make more. I'm just running out of room because I'm writing in the thick pen. I'll also need to color my regions a different color. So I might color my coast blue, my desert brown, my valley green, my mountains maybe orange or yellow. It doesn't matter. And then I want to add some geographical landforms and features. So maybe I want to put a river through the valley because the valleys get a lot of their water from rivers. And I would name it maybe the, let's see, Chocolate River, since I love chocolate. And I have to put a capital because it's the name of the river. And then maybe I want to have some hills at the bottom of mountains, and maybe those will be the Coconut Hills. Hills are just smaller mountains. And maybe I want to have a lake somewhere, maybe in my mountain range, because sometimes there are lakes in the mountain, and maybe I will call that Blue Lake because I like the color blue. So you can see what your assignment is to do. Don't forget to go into your Google Classroom and look at the directions that are there to make sure you've included everything in your state.